mystery. No matter what, I know respectively. He's coming back with force eternity.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And in this series, we're going to be talking about my unpopular opinions of astrology, okay? So, in astrology, a lot of times, you're going to be learning things and facts and different descriptions from different astrologers. And there tends to be universal agreements. Now, in this series, I'm going to be talking about the things that are well agreed upon in popular astrology and what you'll probably learn when you're getting into astrology that I actually debunk and don't agree with. So very popular opinions that I don't agree with. So that's why this is my unpopular opinions on astrology. And for this episode, we're going to be talking about Saturn ruling Aquarius. And my unpopular opinion is that Saturn does not rule Aquarius, nor does it co-rule Aquarius. No rulership in Aquarius at all, okay? Now, if you want to say that Saturn does well in Aquarius, I agree with that. And many of my opinions when it comes to rulerships, I do agree with that. However, to say that it is a ruler is incorrect. First, number one, when a planet rules a sign, the sign has to do everything the planet does, okay? So the proper sign that Saturn rules is Capricorn, not Aquarius, okay? Now, the reason why people said that is because before, in the older days in astrology, people only knew the planets up to Saturn, okay? They did not know Uranus, Neptune, or Pluto. So because of that, they bunched up the signs together. So they even said Jupiter rules Pisces and Sagittarius, Mars rules Aries and Scorpio, and Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius, but I debunk all those. And here, specifically, I'm debunking Saturn ruling Aquarius. No, okay? Once we learned Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, we should better understand the true rulers. And the true rulership of Aquarius is Uranus, okay? Saturn deals with Capricorn. When you look at Capricorn, it's about physical hard work. It's earth energy. Aquarius is mental energy. And this is very important because Saturn, it does not care about the petty mental stuff of it all. So this deals with communication and networking and people in society, okay? This is not a Saturn energy. Saturn deals with hard work. This is building the building, building the business, physical work, labor, being a boss, managing big corporations and businesses. This is your career. This is hard work, and it deals with earning your physical value, so money through this hard work. But Aquarius is more than just, Aquarius is not even about hard work, okay? If you understand Aquarius, Aquarius is the rebel. Aquarius sees structure, okay? It sees the foundation. And instead of doing that traditional way, Aquarius wants to break it and reinvent something new. Okay, that's how we create technology. And technology makes things easier. So it actually is a shortcut. It's no labor. Okay, Aquarius hates hard work. Aquarius likes to use its mind to eliminate all the tough work. Okay, so when you use your mind, you create technology because you can think in very advanced ways in order to make our lives easier. Instead of walking, we got cars. Instead of getting a horse and training it, we have cars. It's technology. We have phones to communicate easier, but this is all about mind and mental processing, okay? Saturn is different. Saturn's all about the hard work. Now, yes, of course, you have to use your mind. This is an earth sign, but it deals with more of the practical values, which is our money, our physical assets. How do we survive? Okay, and we survive through finances, through our jobs, through our work. Okay, and yes, Saturn's a big energy. That's why it deals with career. It deals with big work that deals with legacy. Feeding your family. Creating John and Johnson. Those big type of work. But it still is work. It still is work creating to improve your physical life and the physical life around you, whereas Aquarius is mental. This is about communicating. This is not about just creating a legacy, but taking away the structures and the traditions and reinventing a new one. So you see, with Saturn wants structure, okay? Saturn wants structure. So that's why with Capricorns, Saturn naturally was Capricorn. Capricorn likes tradition, likes routine, it likes structure, it likes to do this every day, it likes to plan out. It likes to do that because what is Saturn and Capricorn all about? Structure. Aquarius is the most unstructured sign. Aquarius is a sign of rebellion. It is destruction. Why? Because Aquarius is trying to invent. And in order to invent, you have to think outside the box. So with Aquarius, what Aquarius does is it sees foundations, it sees structures, and it sees how it is, okay? But then it creates, it goes, okay, now let me make a better way. And that's why you get technology. That's why I think life gets easier. We use less labor. So the point of these energies are very, very different. You have one, Saturn, dealing with structure, routine, tradition, okay, stability, okay? Where Aquarius is opposite. It wants to break structure, break routines, completely do things different, go completely left, you know? Saturn is about mainstream and standard, you know? Aquarius is about alternative, you know? What is not mainstream, you know? And that's very different because when you look at Capricorn and Aquarius, they're very different too. How can Saturn rule Aquarius with all the unstructure of Aquarius? It just doesn't make sense. Now, being that I have Saturn in Aquarius, okay, I know this placement, this energy. Now, if you want to say it's a great compliment, yes. Because they're so different, what Saturn does is it disciplines Aquarius. So when I have Saturn in Aquarius, so the energy is disciplined. So when you do rebel, when you do innovate, when you do invent, it is very, very, very stable, okay? It is innovation and new ideas that are very stable because you have Saturn disciplining you. So Saturn Aquarius is a great energy because it complements each other. So I 100% agree with that. But just because energies can complement each other doesn't mean the energy rules it. Because like I said before, if a planet rules a sign, if we're giving it that title as a ruler, the sign should do everything the planet does. It should feel at home. It's not a compliment. It's not a fall. It's not anything. It's neutral. It does the same thing. So with Aquarius being this unique, different sign, and Saturn being all about structure and tradition and things that are predictable in order to create structure and foundation, this is not the proper ruler. It's doing the opposite of its attributes. Aquarius is very restricted in Saturn. Okay, I have Saturn in Aquarius. It does not feel like it does not feel like a sign that it's at home because Aquarius being in Saturn, with so much discipline, our unique ideas are always going up against, you know. Anytime we want to be innovative, it goes up against, you know. Networking and seeing the world at large is a lot of times limited with Saturn Aquarius. Look at Saturn's in Aquarius right now and look how COVID, or look how the pandemic has limited communication and connecting. I mean, this is a Saturn Aquarius thing. Aquarius doesn't want to be limited. Aquarius is extroverted, it wants to connect. It's a mental sign. So Saturn is not the ruler, because Aquarius would feel at home in Saturn. It would not have restrictive friends. How can Saturn rule Aquarius when Saturn takes away friends from Aquarius? That it doesn't make sense. The proper ruler for Aquarius is Uranus. Because another thing is Uranus is mental energy. I'm talking about these energies are different. With Saturn, it just really doesn't make sense. Now, again, I definitely agree that Saturn really disciplines Aquarius and gives it that structure to really make Aquarius always really come up on top, because sometimes we could be so risk-taking with Aquarius, we can completely go off ball, but Saturn really helps structures it. So it's a great placement, but it is not the ruler. Saturn does not rule Aquarius. Aquarius is way too unpredictable, way too unstable and detached in order to be ruled by Saturn, the sign of foundation, structure, tradition, systems, and hard work. Okay, Aquarius is trying to dodge all the hard work. Honestly, it's trying to do things in an inventive way in order to advance life, where Saturn wants to structure life. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you guys come back for more videos. And if you like the music that was in the beginning, please check out my music on Apple and Spotify. I'll have all the links down in my link tree and in my description box. And also check out my music video here on YouTube. And if you really like astrology, guys, please book a reading with me. I do astro readings with tarot for $60. Just email me and I'll have the description. I'll have the link in the description box, and I'll check you guys out for the next.